love the question, and you must ask. You must ask. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I don't see any question at this time. Friends, if you have any question, please unmute your device.
अली मदद
या अली मदद
मुझे आपको पूछना था कि आप बोल रहे कि आप बिल्कुल बात नहीं करना मतलब चुप रहना तो पूरा दिन मतलब चुप रहना या जरूरी की बातें करना या
हाँ जी गुड क्वेश्चन मौला के फरमान से हमने इस बात को समझाया यानी कि अपने बातीन के बारे में जो मौला ने आपको इनायत किया है ना दीदार और नूर की झलकियां उसके बारे में बातें नहीं करनी है जिस तरह से मौला ने डायमंड जुबली में फरमाया कि जब आपको ये खुशी मिले जब आपको ये रोशनी मिले तो आप दूसरों के साथ शेयर नहीं करना ये आपके लिए है ये खामोशी वो खामोशी है कि हम किसी को अपनी बातीन और रूहानी तरक्की के बारे में नहीं बताते हैं जाहिर की बात नहीं हो रही है बातीन की बात हो रही है कि आप खामोश हो जाएं अपनी रूहानी नूरानी जो तरक्की आपको मौला ने दी है उसको आप किसी के ऊपर जाहिर ना करें ये वो खामोशी की बात है बाकी जो हमारा रोजमर्रा का काम है वो तो हमको करना है लेकिन उसमें भी कम बातें करनी ताकि हमारी तवज्जो वो मौला के उस ब्लेसिंग के ऊपर हो कि जो हमने हासिल की है इबादत के अंदर आप मेरी बात को समझिए For those of you who does not speak or understand Urdu very well, my sister was asking about the 30 days silence or the roza after we receive the nur or the didar. Imam said this is for you and you only. Do not disclose this to others. So when I say be quiet, stay silent, meaning do not disclose your spiritual enlightenment to others. Otherwise, you still have to conduct your daily life, and that is that you still have to do what you need to do on your daily matter, but try to stay as quiet as possible. Do not talk unnecessarily, so you may have time to ponder on the spiritual side of yourself. This was the question and this was the answer. Thank you so much.
So I think the friend is asking which Eid is greater. I think Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha.
Very good question. It is hard to say, but because Eid al-Qurban is the Eid of the Imam, so we have to say, without saying too much, that Eid al-Qurban is a Eid al-Qiyamah, and therefore Eid al-Adha is greater than Eid al-Fitr, because the first Eid al-Fitr is when you have begun your journey of the spiritual life, meaning you have been successful in your spiritual journey initially. Now you are walking on that spiritual path which you have just achieved. Eid al-Adha, the Eid al-Qurban, is the day when you reach the highest of the secrets of the Imam, So therefore, we must say Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Qurban is greater because that is the end of the journey, when Eid al-Fitr was the beginning of a spiritual journey. Both go very beautiful question. Thank you for asking. You notice that I'm not saying too much about this subject, and there is a reason, because there are still some secrets of the Imam which cannot be discussed in the open forums like this. But this is for you to do personal search. I would definitely again encourage you to read Wajh-e-Deen, in which Pir Sahib explains Eid al-Adha, Eid al-Qurban, and if you read that, you will understand the answer I just gave you.
Ali Madad?
Yeah, Ali Madad.
Okay, I have one question. Now, Hazrat Imam said, learn, learn, learn. Now, we should learn our dua, meaning of dua. We should learn the meaning of our Farman, Tasbih, our Dinan, etc. Whatever. What we have to learn the meaning so that we can go to spiritually, we can progress. Eh? Okay, now my question is that our forefathers who were not educated at all, they didn't even know how to read or write, yet they were able to see the nur. Now what did they do? That when it comes to question of learning, they were not able to read. So what progress, how did they progress that well? And why this is now the question to us, that we should learn, learn and learn in order to go to that stage.
Very good question. May I ask your name, sir?
My name is Muhammad.
Muhammad Bhai, thank you so much. What a beautiful question. I'm going to explain this in Urdu for Urdu listener. हमारे मोहम्मद भाई सवाल पूछ रहे हैं कि हमारे बाप दादा जो थे, जिनको लिखना पढ़ना इतना नहीं आता था, लेकिन हमने देखा कि उन्होंने भी बहुत ज़्यादा रूहानी तरक्की की. So how did they do it? What a beautiful question. I love it. Thank you for asking. Remember, the key word is personal search. And personal search are of the two kind. Personal search are of the two kind. यहाँ पर जो कीवर्ड है वो है ज़ाती सर्च करना, ज़ाती सीखना, और ये दो किस्म का है, two kind. One, you can read the Faramin, the Ginan, the Quran, the books of the Dais and Peace. Personal search. But there is another kind of personal search, and our forefather used the word of the Dais and Peers from the Dais and Peers directly, or from the ALWAAZ indirectly. They were still learning. May I remind you that back in early 1900th century, I would to 70s maybe, through 1970, there would be a daily wise. Then they changed that to Wednesday and Sunday only. Then they changed to Sunday only. And now we may have, 4 or 5 wise a year. So our forefather was receiving all this knowledge that we are talking about today. There was no Zoom, but we had direct resources. Either we had the Dais, we had the Peers, or we had indirect sources who would bring the knowledge of the Ginan and the Farman and the books and the Quran to us through those great ALWAAZ, who will explain to our fathers and forefathers, and our father and forefather will sit with these great personalities and learn. Imam didn't even have to tell them to learn. Imam को उनको बोलना भी नहीं पड़ता था कि आप सीखें. हमारे बाप दादा हमारे दाइयों पीरों के साथ घंटे घंटे बैठकर ये इल्म लेते थे और इसके बाद हमारे वो बुजुर्ग अलवाइजों के साथ बैठकर इस इल्म को हासिल करते थे without even Imam telling them to learn because they understood. And Muhammad Bhai brought a great point. Our forefather understood. I think it is us who are not understanding. So Imam has to emphasize learn. He has to ponder that on us. Our forefather understood without even Imam telling them. Imam just told them one time, you must learn, and they will give hours and hours on daily basis. Even though they could not read and write, they found the resources, those great personalities. That reminds me of Imam Aka Sultan Muhammad Shah Safatullah Alayhi, may my soul be sacrificed to the Imam's Farman. And I believe this Farman has your complete answer, Muhammad Bhai. You know what that is? Learn your tariqah from the people of your tariqah. Meaning don't go outside. Number 2 point, who can teach? Imam says, who can teach? Those who have complete knowledge of your tariqah and have little bit understanding of the batin. Let me explain this in Urdu. इमाम ने अपने फरमान में हमको बताया है कि हमको अपने दीन की तालीम किससे लेनी चाहिए. पहले फरमाया अपने दीन भाई से अपने दीन की तालीम लेना, बाहर नहीं जाना. दूसरा फरमाया कि उन लोगों से तालीम लें जो इल्म में पुख्ता है और बातिन की भी सूझबूझ रखते हैं. You see, today we need to have this understanding. We run here and we run there, we run after the information, we run after the other people because we forget this farman of the Imam. And there was 2-pointer. 1, only learn from your own people. Second, only learn from the teacher who has complete knowledge of your tariqah. Neem Hakim Khatra Jan, not those who have half knowledge. Those who have complete knowledge of your tariqah and have a little bit understanding of the batin. उसके पास बातीन की भी कुछ सूझबूझ होनी चाहिए. What a great question. Thank you for asking. This made my day. Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you so much. I was very happy. Okay, I've got another question. Is when you say there are 3 things important in our religion, one is dua, second is dason, and third you say Chandrat. What does Chandrat mean? I was baffled because what is Chandrat? Chandrat is the midless we are talking of, or is it something else?
So Mohammed Bhai looks like he is taking a lead amongst all of us and asking some great question today. So there are 3 faras requirement in our tariqah. Number 1, 3-time dua. Number 2, dason. Number 3, Chandrat Majlis. All the other majalis are not required, but up to you. If you like to offer them Memani, your Nazrana of additional 5-year, 12-year lifetime of khidmat, then you enroll in the other majalis. No majalis are faras required, but one, and that's Chandrat Majlis. Even Betul Khayal Majlis is not faras. It's not obligatory, but it is up to you. If you would like to progress in your spiritual life, then you go to Mola Bapa and you enroll in Betul Khayal and you receive the bowl. But what made Chandra Madlas so important that it became required in our tariqah? Little bit background of the history. This Madlas only started from Imam Aka Sultan Muhammad Shah Salawatullah Alayhi somewhere in 1917, between 1917 and 1923. By sending this farman, and there are two farman of Africa, that every Mu'min, every Ismaili must enroll in Chandra Madlas. In this Madlas, you must come together and pray. And it became part of the requirement of our tariqah after that. So let's say about 100 years from now. Today is 2021, and I'm talking about somewhere between 1917 and 1923. There are different counts when Imam made this Chandra Madlas for us, the requirement for us. But it doesn't matter which year that was, because Imam's beginning Farman, this will give you your answer. The very first Farman of 17 August 1885, in which Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah Salawatullah Alayhi, may our soul be sacrificed to the Imam, at the age of 8 years and less, says in his very first Farman, this is time of Qiyamah, ye dore Qiyamah hai. And in this time, the Mu'mineen will see the miracles, and others will also see, but will not believe. Let me explain this in Urdu a little bit. Chandrat ki Madlas, Imam Aka Sultan Muhammad Shah Salawatullah Alayhi, हमारी जानत से फिदा हो, ने तकरीबन 100 साल कबल जमात के ऊपर फर्ज की. और इसका जो बैकग्राउंड था, वो सुल्तान मोहम्मद शाह का वो फरमान था जो 17 अगस्त 1885 में मौला ने फरमाया, ये कहते हुए कि ये आखिरी ज़माना है और इस ज़माने में जमात द मोमिनीन विल सी द मिरेकल्स. लेकिन जो अधूरे दिल वाले हैं वो इस माजिदात पर यकीन नहीं करेंगे. In this line of Farman, there is so much wisdom that again it would require personal search. Just this, I'm talking about 8 pages of Farman, and I have taken one single line out of this Farman. Because in this one line is hidden the essence of our time, the Dore Qiyamah, the essence. Remember, in the time of Sultan Muhammad Shah Salawatullah Alayhi, may our soul be sacrificed to their Imam. Imam declared the day of Qiyamah, and Imam also declared that I have kept the Piratan with me. So, did Imam, when he took the Piratan away from us, there will be no more Pir, we did not have any dais, so who will guide us on daily basis? So in the place of that, Imam gave us Chandra Madlas. In the place of that. Because in the Chandra Madlas, and its Farman is fundamental. And I'm going to give you one line of this Farman. And I hope you will do some personal search, and I hope you will reach to the conclusion, the batin of it. And that line is out of Chandra Farman. This is the day of the new moon. The moon symbolizes Pir. This is the day of new moon, and you will get the happiness from this moon. This is the day of the new moon. It will bring you the happiness. चांद्रास के फरमान के अंदर आपके सवाल का जवाब है कि ये दिन ने चांद का है जो आपको रूहानी खुशी देगा. एंड द मून, द चांद जो सिंबल रखता है वो पीक रखता है. सो क्वेश्चन फॉर द पर्सन सर्च इज, वेयर इज दिस न्यू मून that Imam is talking about? In one side he said that I'm keeping the Piratan in me. On the other side he says that I'm giving you the Chandra Madlas. On this day you will see the miracle. Who will see the miracle? Those who are believer. The non-believer will see the miracle but will not believe. And then he says, this is the day of the new moon. The moon symbolizes Pir, and it will bring you spiritual happiness. If you understand the hint I'm giving you, then inshallah this will answer your question. That's the reason the Chandra Madras is so important to us. It is not the physical Madras that we go to Jamat Khana, but the batin, the meaning of it. We shall seek, learn the batin of these three things. Especially in the time of Qiyamah today, Chandra's Madlas is that Madlas which is compulsory for every Ismaili. Ji Mohammed Bhai, great your question.
Okay, thank you so much. I got another one question. Now, this is just arise from what we are talking now. Now, you told me, you just said to everybody that take, as Imam said, take ilm from a person that is from our community, the one who has got batin knowledge. All right. Now, that means that if I am going to listen to all the voices which are on internet, all right, because or should I go to a person, not to those missionaries, but the person who has got PhD in, say, Ismaili knowledge, or go to those people, listen their lectures and their voices, or should I listen to all the missionaries, they are on internet, they have given so many voices. Now, what should I do then? Because the question is, who has got the batin knowledge? Now, how do I conclude which is the batin knowledge, this or that? See?
Yes, Mohammed Bhai. So I humbly request you and everyone on this line, when you listen to 100 different lectures online, you must have some feeling by listening to those, and you will be able to, and you should be able to conclude that who has the complete knowledge, who has the book knowledge, bookish knowledge. Anyone can read and present something in front of you. Anyone. I mean, if you can read nicely and if you have a good vocabulary, you can start giving voice tomorrow. Nobody is stopping you. But I'm talking about when you listen to this 100 wazin or 100 lecturer, then you should be able to tell who has the complete knowledge, little bit knowledge of the batin, not bookish knowledge, but the given knowledge. Not bookish knowledge, not read knowledge, but the knowledge which was given to them by the Imam Zaman. You should be able to tell. It may take a little bit of effort. It may require your attention a little bit more. But if you listen, start today, listen to whatever lecture is going to be given this week, or go back and reflect and see who is giving you the complete and the batini knowledge, and who is giving you the bookish knowledge, the zahiri knowledge. You will find it. I 100% trust in Imam that if you seek, you shall find. You will find those with that complete and batini knowledge. Ji.
Thank Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I'm very, very satisfied.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great questions. Do we have any other question, Kamle sahib?
Yeah, Limdat.
Yeah,
Shabnam Kimani, you just said that पहले के जमाने में ये लोग बैठ के 2-3 घंटे तक सुनते रहते तो किसके पास से सुनते जो उसके पास और उधर मिशनरी तो नहीं थे और बुके भी नहीं थे तो वो लोग को कैसे पता चला कैसे सीखते वो लोग
जी तो हमारे जो फोरफादर्स हैं उनके में हर हमेशा जमात में ऐसे लोग होते थे जो कि इमाम का हकीकी इल्म रखते थे जरूरी नहीं है कि उनका टाइटल अलवाइज हो मिशनरी हो आपको शायद पता होगा थोड़ा बहुत हमारे फादर से हमारे ग्रैंडफादर से जो हम सुनते थे और वो क्या था कि हमारे मुखी कामड़िया तक और हमारे नाई स्कूल के टीचर्स तक इतने इबादत गुजार होते थे और इतने इल्म में मजबूत होते थे कि वो रोजाना जमात खाने के बाद बैठकर घंटे घंटे वाइज देकर वो अलमिशनरी नहीं होते थे वाइजिन नहीं होते थे लेकिन वो घंटे घंटे तक बैठकर अपना इल्म जमात को सिखाते थे वो इल्म जो उन्होंने बातीन के अंदर इमाम से हासिल किया था and they did not wait to receive a title of ALWAAZ or missionary or assignment. I can only give you some example from my earlier age. So when we lived in Karachi in Kharder, our Mukhi Sahib, Mohammed Mukhi, he was not only Mukhi, he was the headmaster of the Na'i School, the religious center. You see, in that time, to be a Mukhi, you had to have so much knowledge and so much ibadat and batin. So when Jamaat will come to the Mukhi, they would sit them down and give them lectures for hours and hours. And then our Sher Ali sir, our Mumtaz sir, I'm talking about back in 60s and 70s, they were not missionary, but on daily basis, they will be delivering lectures, talks on our tariqah. So we always had those people around us. But today, for some reason, either those people are not coming forward or we are not able to or willing to listen to them. We have shunned ourselves from those people. But trust me, those people are still around. I see them. I see those people, they are still around us. लेकिन हमने अपने आप को शन कर दिया है उस बातिनी इल्म से क्योंकि हमने इंफॉर्मेशन के पीछे दौड़ लगाई है इमाम का एक फरमान याद रखें हैं इमाम से the knowledge is very little there is too much information do not drown yourself in information seek knowledge seek wisdom इमाम इशारा कर रहे हैं हमको जी
इसके लिए ये लोग सच्चे थे क्योंकि वो सच्चे दिल सच्चे इंसान की बात से सुनते थे हम लोग कभी इधर उधर मुक्के वो हमारा दिमाग एकदम कंफ्यूज होता है
see what Imam says seek knowledge seek wisdom do not run after information it will drown you
yeah सच्चा इंसान की बात सुनो तो सब कुछ समझ जाते
जी
बात
thank you
very much very
Thank you. Do we have any other question, Kamle sir?
So not in the chat.
So let's just take one more question if anyone has. Otherwise we can stop here if we have already gone in overtime. Inshallah, we will meet again next week. Thank you, everybody. Have a great and happy and loving Mother's Day. Ya Ali Madad, Ya Ali Madad.
Maula Ali Madad, Ya Ali Madad sir.
Maula Ali Madad sir.
Ya Ali Madad. Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad, Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad.
Ya Ali Madad.
Thank you very much, Ya Ali Madad, Aziz sir.
Ya Ali Madad.